Okay, what's going on? This is another video. Get right to it. All right. As you saw, if you clicked on this video on a thumbnail or whatever, this is about deja vu and completing your task. So when I say completing your task, it means you had a reason you came back here. Um, like most highly melanated beings or so-called black people, so-called African American people. Um, we have souls. In Spanish, soul is spelled uh, soul as in the sun, SOL, and the sun is all this is a larger star, but it's a reflection of the star Sirius, because the star Sirius is one of the brightest stars in our solar system. So when you, at nighttime, when you see the star Sirius, um, on the other side, the day side, just like the Kabbalah, the day side, that's the most when it's bright. The dark side when it's dark. But that star Sirius is actually the reflection. Well, the sun is a reflection of the star Sirius. So I say that to say this. Um, we, as highly melanated beings or so-called black people, we come from the star Sirius, by way of Saturn. This can come. I gotta stay on task. So when I stay on task, things get accomplished a lot faster. So, um, so when you signed a contract, or you you signed a contract to come back here, saying that you want to complete a job. In order, it's like you gaining information because it goes into a major database, right? So if it goes into a major database, and you're going through these different situations, or like if you read mythology, the stuff that you read in different types of mythology is actually going to start happening to you. So those things that are happening to you are turning you or mutating you into what you're supposed to be, or the one, like the movie The One with Jet Li, or the best version of yourself. Okay, making good time. All right. So when you're becoming the best version of yourself, that means you're excluding or letting go of all the things that's around you in your life that's actually withholding you or slowing your mutation process down from being who you are, the best version of yourself. So when you start becoming or being by yourself most of the time and start seeing things, most of the signs, it always been around you. These are signs you left for yourself because we are our ancestors. So we leave these signs in order to like help us wake up. So it might be like a logo, or something you read, or a movie or a cartoon or a comic book or whatever it is. It'll wake you up. It was a message that you had left behind, that you were actually gonna start to see things different when you start to pay attention to those signs. So when you're paying attention to those signs, that means you're in the right correlation, or the right you're on your path. You're on the right path. You're going where you're supposed to be at. Um, and those things, when you go through them, it's not going to be all easy and peaches and cream and cake and all that. It's going to be tough, because you're on the road to being a deity, and when you're a deity, that word is actually older than the word God. So we don't have to debate. I don't debate with nobody. You know what I'm saying? So how I say, your path is your path. When people start trying to debate, we just share information, not trying to debate with anybody. But anyway, let's keep going. So, all right. So when you're on your path, it's gonna be things that are like outside yourself, gonna trying to slow you down, whether it be family, friends, or it could be part of yourself. Your ego can actually slow yourself down, and that's the version of yourself that likes it here. that likes balling on these. I'm gonna ball on y'all today. I'm gonna come through shining or something. I'm gonna put all my necklaces on or whatever. Whatever it is. Like I got this watch. I'm gonna put it on. All this. You know what I'm saying? I got a Seiko watch. I got a Rolex. It don't tick. Your watch tick. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like shit like that. We like to stun on people. People like to stun on each other. But that's the ego pulling you back to this to this existence. And this existence is not really your reality. So if you ever seen like um, the Matrix is telling you that the world we're in is actually the illusion. In order to like cross over to where you're supposed to be at on your path, remember Morpheus gave him the option of the blue or red pill, right? So the blue pill, well, he took the red pill as in his truth, but the blue pill was asleep. So so now think about it this way. And I watched Bobby Hemmett videos for a while, and time to time I go back and I do my own studies too also. So that's what we're supposed to do. We're not just supposed to take anybody's word for it. You have a mind of your own. You're not a dummy. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a dummy, people gonna take advantage of you. So think about it. So you can always, when somebody gives you information, um, take the information, use the information, and then go behind them and study it for yourself and make the best conclusion for these things. That way you don't have to be always following a preacher or anybody like that or whatever it is, because you don't know, you never know. Different people have different hidden agendas. So stay on task. Okay, so when you're actually doing what you're supposed to do and you're on your actual path, and like sometimes like friends, family, yourself, like I said before, your ego can actually slow you down by doing certain things. But like to a degree, you can still have like use the ego as in to the point of as a tool, not as in the tool like ego all the time. I mean like ego as in like you're sure of yourself, your confidence in yourself, not to the point where is more of fuck everything else, fuck everybody else. Like to me, like I just feel like I know for myself by doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, you won't even have time to worry about what other people are doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you live in your truth, you won't have time to be worried about what everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? So I've very much noticed that throughout my time. So let's keep it going. I don't want to get 808 8080 just past the deity's name, or like it's funny because they have an 808 drum. But anyway, let's keep going. Um, so all right, so this is about, of course, again about completing your task or deja vu. Like I've seen this before. Yeah, you've seen it before. Maybe because highly melanated beings or so-called black people, we have souls, and so it means we have to reincarnate if we haven't finished something we haven't done before. Or we, like you say, I see you next another lifetime. That's another lifetime. So another lifetime. Why do we have to keep? We have to keep coming back here. Other people that don't have as much melanin as us, they don't have souls. They have everything on this world and this planet has spirit. So if you have spirit, anything can be animated. I mean animation or uh I have spirit as in pushing you forward. The smallest bug to the largest animal has spirit. Like if you beat them down, they use their spirit to pick themselves back up. Or if they're going through something, they're gonna get through that situation in order to try to get to the best situation for themselves. So okay, so you're gonna like when you're going when you like when you're having deja vu, you start to like either have dreams, you have visions. Some people like see things differently from other people. You can't be like, oh, I'm not psychic or I'm not I don't have those dreams. Don't look at what you don't have. So it's always it's always something powerful that you do have, but there's always tools out there to help you to get closer to like your psychic ability or your dreaming ability. I don't like, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to give everything away about myself. So dreaming wise, you have a lot of different tools you can use in order to get that done. It's like you can look up natural stuff or drug over the counter stuff. I'm actually going to make a video about that very soon. Once I do this one, I'm gonna probably do a couple after this video. But yeah. So I want to stay on task and focus. All right, I have to do that to myself because I'll just keep going, and I'll be so far off to the point where I don't remember what I was just talking about. So, and that's keeping it real with yourself. Most people can't even do that. They be like, "Oh, I remember," and forget the name, forget their own name. But anyway, so um, so when you're on your task or when you're on your path, when you're starting to see those visions, or you're having like when you don't have them so much all the time, when you get a dream and you catch the end of it, you always gonna mainly remember most of the end of it. So you try to write that down, right? Because that's what I've been doing. Anytime I can remember my dreams, I will write it down. You're gonna mainly remember the tail end of your dreams. So try to have a piece of paper and a pen or pencil and write it down. What happened in your dream, and the more when you write it down and the more you look over it, and you'll kind of start to visually see it, and it'll play back for you in your mind. And then it'll start to make sense what it really means to you, and or what you need to do on your path. So so on your path you're gonna find different, like I was saying before, different symbols or different people, or these are like just because you see somebody in the physical, that's how you can remember them. Just like in your dream, they only give you a person's face and like that you know, or if you've maybe heard of before, a person you may have heard of or know visually what they look like, because that means to help you get closer and closer to where you need to be at. So that's not what they really look like. It's just that that's what we just know, the people's faces that we've seen before, and that's how we can associate. You know what I'm saying? Like they say word association. Like you say like this, and it really means like you have three words, and they have the main subject. Or like on Family Feud, they have like we took a survey on this, and what was the top 4, 5 to 6 answers. So when you go through that, like word association, you just actually making your trip or your journey, like they say, the hero's journey, or like with Parzival, the hero's journey, or in like in medieval times with King Arthur and Parzival. So you can look that up too. When you're on the hero's journey, that means it's something you have to get accomplished while you're here on this third dimension or this illusion. So I'm not gonna just talk your ear off. I'm gonna what I usually like to do is give a visual of what I'm talking about, and when some people read and can just pick it up, and some people are visual and just can pick it up. So that's what I like to do. I like to give both because it can help. I don't want to be just one for one side or one for one side, because I'm good with both, picking up on both. But you can make it correlate better, or make people have people understand a lot clearer what someone is trying to say. So what I'm trying to say is I'm about to start something, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, so this would be in correlation or in agreement with what I'm talking about, what I told you before in the last 14 minutes and 31 seconds. Hold on. Okay, right here. Of course, this is the movie I'm giving you right here. Well, you can't see it, but it's Total Recall. I have it in the dark, really, so I can get you the footage. But you know, Total Recall was inspired by the short story "We Can Remember It for You Wholesale." So that was the name of the short story where the movie Total Recall came from. And also one of the things that actually kind of preempted me was to get this movie was, of course, came. He was talking. Bobby Hemmett talked about it in one of his lectures, but I remember also Prodigy was like in a song. He said I had a total recall, forgot what I already knew. So when you get enthralled or put into something, like when he was, I'm going to make this short as possible so I can get right back to what I'm talking about. When he was young, he was living in Long Island before he moved out to Queensbridge. He had the gods and the earths, and he was learning information from them, and so the things he already knew um, when he was younger, when he was going through the stuff on the streets, or everything on the streets, he became more involved with that lifestyle or that life, and to the point where he was still learning, but everything in that life, the violence and everything else that he was going through, that kind of everything that he was learning really kind of took a back seat. But as you start, because as you start to look at his career, the older he got, he started getting back into all the information again. And his last album, they don't talk about really that much at all. I never hear anything about it. It's a great album. Um, he really every song on there, like, no fillers, straight to the point. Okay, but so I'm gonna do is get right straight to the point on this one. All right, so this is, as you can see, Total Recall. If you, I've never read this short story before, but it was it was preeminent to me to or very important to show this, so you can go, and if you like to read, you can go read this short story. And if you've seen a movie before, then it can probably make more sense to you. Like I was saying, people read and people that watch movies. So I don't have this short story. I just saw it today. Well, I watched it before a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to put this out so you can get your understanding for it. Okay, as you can see right here, well, I'm gonna start doing this from now on. Start if I do any type of visual, I'm not gonna use the audio. I'll just use the captions, closed captions for hearing impaired. So, so what I'll do is I'll let you see what they're saying. But I've noticed in some movies the closed captions don't match up exactly word for word what they're saying, but they'll be on the same along the same lines of what they're saying. So, yeah, it'll be the same phrasing, but the wording will be slightly different sometimes. But yeah, I like to watch movies with closed captions because you can't hear everything sometimes. So you can read it, you can make more sense of it. But yeah, as you see, this is a pyramid on Mars. They're on Mars right here. You see the two moons right there on the side. But the first time I ever heard of somebody talking about a pyramid on Mars was Prodigy again. Prodigy was is a we built pyramids on Mars. Then we found out we built pyramids on Mars. Then we realized who we are. He's talking about highly melanated people or so-called black people. That was in the song "My World Is Empty Without You." You can find it on YouTube. Just put in Prodigy, "My World Is Empty Without You," and he made that song before he went to jail, if I'm not mistaken. Then he made a video for it when he came out of prison. So yeah, but yeah, this is a pyramid. This is about mainly what the movie was about. The pyramids on Mars. So as you see, which attempted to reopen the sealed off pyramid mines. So he's not on Mars right in this part. He's actually on Earth. So I don't want to tell the movie. So I would advise you, like, this is, you can sit down and rewatch it yourself. It might be on some streaming sites more than likely, but you can find it, get your own copy. So when you have your own copy, you can watch it in as many times as need be, and then you can study it for yourself. Okay, what I'm gonna do is stop it so you pause it so you can read everything, or I can just read it for you. You are a top operative under deep cover on your most important mission. People are trying to kill you. You meet this beautiful, exotic woman. Go on. I don't want to spoil it for you. By the time this trip is over, you get the girl, you kill the bad guys, and you save the entire planet. Now, think about this. Well, he's supposedly going in to get like a dream or an implant in his mind, right? This is something he's supposed to have been doing. But you'll have people outside of yourself, like I said before, family, friends, even sometimes just like I said before, even sometimes yourself, your ego will get in the way and be like, hey, don't do this, go do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't you want to go to the club? Ain't nothing wrong with the club. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with the club, going to the strip club, none of that. Ain't nothing going on, none of that. But if it don't match up with if it don't go in line with what you're supposed to be doing, you wasting your time. Trust me, I know. So even when you find yourself be like, man, what am I doing here? Like, you're not, man, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to make sense of it yourself. Like, what is this along the lines of what I'm supposed to be doing? Or does this push me forwards towards what I'm supposed to be doing? That's the only thing I think of. That's what I think about. So if it's not nothing concerning it or dealing with that, it doesn't concern me. Like anybody else, like TV, like I stopped watching TV years ago. Like I only watch movies and whatever I get, like to break it down to understand it. That's only making me even stronger. Why watch so-called reality TV when it's fixed? It's fixed like um, it's fixed like when you have a stage boxing fight when you say the guy goes down in the fourth round, and he goes down and the person getting the bookie gets paid. He's already in on it. You don't. You lose your money. They don't. They already know what the fix is in. You lose. So that means now think about it this way. I have to intervene. 22 just passed. My art, balance, truth. Not just, oh, I'm so holy in the thou. No, nothing like that. It's more of you. It's your own truth. You balance yourself out. You know what I'm saying? You walk your truth. Cause like if you don't have that balance your higher and lower self, and lead your heart leads you. Here's another jewel. Masons or the military, they walk with their left foot forward. Why? Because they supposed to be leading with their heart. But they didn't come up with that. They all got that from what our ancestors in Kemet or ancient ancestors. Well, anytime you read any kind of book and they say ancient, they talking about highly melanated black, so-called black people. That's all they talking about. So when they say ancient, that's because there's nobody else ancient, more ancient than us. We've come so used to everything around us. That's the ego. That's why when you get these so-called high-paying jobs, and they oh man, I got this going, I got these benefits and all this. I'm telling you, that's a part of the trick to make you feel like, man, ain't nothing better than this shit right here. I'm telling you, it's on. We got it gravy. We got it made. See what I'm saying? That's the trick to keep you feeling like there's nothing more than what you than this shit right here. This is as good as it gets. Like you'd be a fool to walk away from this. No, I'll be the fool. Is something bigger and better than what you're putting in front of me. So don't let something in front of your nose sway you from what you're supposed to be doing. Cause like they put the carrot in front of the horse to for what? The carrot so the horse can try to keep trying to get the carrot so he can move forward. So they get you to do what you want them to do, right? Okay then. Don't all right. So these are things like he said, all these things he's supposed to be, he was seeing a brunette in his dreams he was having. And a exotic looking woman. And the exotic, when they say exotic, they're meaning aboriginal or a I would say, an aboriginal person. The only people that are ancient are us. Now here's another one. I didn't. The thing with me is I didn't come up with it. I didn't come up with this at all. But like the breakdown, I'm like that's absolute genius. It only comes from the ancestors by giving you certain materials like books or whatever or information. So Bobby Hemmett, this is where I got it from. I always say it from him because it's a process. I'm not gonna say anything else. It's just a process. All right. So he said, I'm trying to make this quick before the video shuts off. And get to the rest of the information. He said, dinosaurs. Dino as in Dionysus, SARS, Osar, Asar, or Osiris. Dinosaurs. The dinosaurs are what? Ancient, supposedly gone, but those are the deities. Deities are older than gods, right? Dino, Dionysus. Dionysus is in what? Greek mythology. And Asar or Osiris is in what? Egyptian or Kemetic mythology. So you have Greek and Kemetic mythology, Greek and Egyptian or Cam mythology. Cam means black, land of the black face. So, all right, let's keep. So that's why when I say we're ancient, they hide it in front of, hide it in plain sight. We got to make sense of it. Okay, that's what the answer said. They got to make these movies and all this entertainment stuff for us to start understanding who we are. Okay, but anyway, let me get back to the information. I'm running out of time. Right here. She says, Ernie, patch in Matrix 62B37. Matrix is like a version of a unreality to become reality. So we're in a matrix. So we just have to make sense of everything while we're here and not get sidetracked. That's the worst thing. Like when they start killing so-called black people, highly melanated people during the summertime, in the springtime. Springtime as in Marvin Gaye, April 1st, Nipsey Hussle, March the 30th, right before the spring solstice. So you got to think about that. They working off of your emotions of during vital times of your existence. How can we do what we need to do if we always getting sidetracked? So they're always gonna do that. They make you feel like they're taking away a Christ, but you are the Christ. Everybody is their own Christ, the Christos. Not his name is not Jesus Christ. That means he's a Christ or the Christos, or as in a crystal. You're supposed to turn like the Merkaba, mind, soul, and body. Supposed to be all crystal as in one, but the soul pushes everything. The spirit pushes everything, but the soul is actually what's telling you what you need to do. Is actually your soul is who you really are, and it's getting you to where you need to. You're gonna use your spirit in order to get to where it needs to be. But remember the the ego likes to be here, so it's gonna do the exact opposite. But you got to remember how to control your ego. Control your ego and use it to your advantage. Don't let your ego control you, because remember, you are your soul. So if you are your soul, use your ego only as a tool. Okay? Oh, I'm not gonna let these motherfuckers get in my way and stop me to end doing what I need to do. I gotta get this goal accomplished. Okay, that's how you can pull on that ego. Pull the ego and let it go. When you get it done, you're like, shit, I knew I could get that shit done. They just don't want to see. They just didn't. I just don't want them to see that side of me. So motherfuckers say I don't want them to see that side of me. You know what I'm saying? That's that side. That's their. They say music soothes the beast or the savage beast or the monster. Okay. That's why they give you bad music, because it's most of the music that's out now is terrible. So if it's like that, you're confused and you're off. You're not on balance. All right, let's keep it going. Two-headed monsters. You don't watch the news? We're doing alien artifacts now. It's wild. Yeah, they date back 1,000,000 years. So 1,000,000 years, and I say dinosaurs, Dionysus, Asar or Osiris. In Greek, Etruscan. Etruscan, that means they're old, highly melanated beings too. Etruscan is what was there first. Even in Rome, that was dark skinned or highly melanated people, so called black people. There already before then. So when you have these people overtake certain places, that means all right. That means they have to. That was supposed to happen in order for us to be the best version of ourselves. We have to get rid of the worst. We have to go through the worst in order to come back to what we are. Remember, they say the cream rises to the top. I'm gonna rewind that so you can see it again. Okay, this is the part that I wanted to bring back: schizoid embolism. Schizoid as in crazy. They can't give you they have to give you a title. So when you're going through what you're going through, they just call, oh, he's just crazy. Oh, she's just crazy. No, you're crazy. You're made for this world. I come from somewhere else, and I have to get my mission accomplished. No matter if you don't like what I'm doing or if you think I'm crazy, whatever. I'm the one that's saying you're crazy. You're crazy where I'm from. I'm crazy where you're from. All right, get it. That's the difference. When they can they can't put a title on you. They'll give you a title. Crazy. Schizoid is crazy. Okay, real quick, about to be over. I've been trying to tell you someone has erased his memory. Now, when you become a child, you get wiped of your memory. That's why when I say you go when you die, don't go to the light, go to the darkness because you won't have to come back here. Okay, so when your memory gets erased when you die and you become a baby. When you become a baby, you get the baby brain. So that's why you have to start leaving breadcrumbs in order for you to remember your what you're supposed to be doing while you're down here. Okay, that's like a way for you to trace back. Just like I say, the symbols everywhere. Follow those in order for you to get to where you need to be at to get what you need to get done. The red pill. Okay, just wanted to show you. You're gonna have some things in your way. It's gonna be tough, but you gotta get through it. When you get through it, I'm not done yet. Just get through it, get your path. When you start seeing things, you won't even be like, damn, I didn't get this far in my dream. That means you getting somewhere and keep going.